Hey everybody, it's The Shape, and I normally don't make rant videos. I do every now and then, but I feel the need to make this one because it's important to how I feel right now. So if you don't want to hear me rant, then this probably won't be the video for you. But I appreciate you and I love you, but I got to talk about this. Now, most of you, if you've seen my comment section on my last video, I got not one, but two copyright claims. Not strikes, claims. Now you may be asking yourself, what's the difference? Copyright strikes are more severe. You get 3 of those, your channel is completely deleted from YouTube, period. Copyright claims, while not being as severe as a strike, they stop your momentum, you know, the very thing I was trying to build, and you don't get paid for the work you put into that video. You don't make not a single red cent from it. And I'm sick and tired of the copyright system being abused on YouTube. So, without further ado, let's get into this bad boy. Now, most of you guys know how I feel about copyright claims, but for anybody that's going to say that, it's one video, dude. It's one video, one copyright claim. You got plenty of video. Think about it this way, okay? Out of my whole catalog of videos, 7 years worth, over 1/3 of those videos are completely copyright claimed. 1/3 of every single video. And I also want you to look at it this way. See, a lot of you guys have jobs, right? Now, for those of you who may work under somebody else, you know, you got a boss. Imagine you work 40 hours, good week. You're looking forward to the weekend. You're like, man, whew, I'm tired. I'm going to go pick my paycheck up because I'm getting low on food. Might even drink me a beer. You go to the office. Somebody stops you right before you go see the boss and goes, what are you here for? Oh, I'm just here to pick my check up. Well, we're not paying you this week. What do you mean you're not paying me this week? Well, the output this week was good, but it wasn't great, and we're not going to pay you a dime. Now, next week, if you do double the output, we might consider paying you. So, guys, how would you feel? Because that's basically what happens to a YouTuber. The work you put in does not matter. Anybody can falsely claim anything they want. It's a broken system. There's no communication, not just to me, but there's channels with millions of subs who try to get a hold of YouTube and completely ignored. Now, there's some channels big enough to where they got insiders that are able to get a hold of YouTube. But I'm not one of those. But I've worked hard. And finally, the momentum started building up. And building up. You guys saw it. And I appreciate the support, by the way. Love you. But every time that I started picking that momentum up, started actually gaining a new sub, copyright claims come there and completely kill the momentum. It just doesn't demonetize that video. It completely stops the momentum, period. And that just aggravates the life out of me. So let's go through some comments. Here's our very own Polly Hunt. Let's see what she says.
Polly Hunt writes, when Shane did the dowsing rods and got that EVP, yeah, he was excelling at the same time. He calls himself the skeptical one. As always, matey, you're spot on and hilariously funny. Please take further regards on these 2
strikes. Thank you, Polly, and I would be honored to elaborate further. Okay, Polly also mentioned a channel that got 2 copyright strikes, and they beat it, which I'm glad. So my question is, though, people who falsely copyright claim or falsely copyright strike, what happens to them if you beat the strike or the claim? I can tell you, not a thing. I guarantee you the guy that struck him, I guarantee you he's still making YouTube videos. When his channel should, through terms of service, YouTube says, if you falsely strike somebody, and it's proven that the strike was not good, they can remove your channel for doing that. But I guarantee you it has not been applied. Guarantee you he's still on YouTube. Now, what are YouTube's terms of service? What is transformative content? Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. Well, let's see the textbook definition. I'll read it to you right now.
Transformative content on YouTube is content that uses copyrighted material but adds a new purpose, meaning, or message, and is therefore most likely to be considered fair use. It's not simply a re-upload or a minor edit, but rather involves adding your own commentary, analysis, new character, or different overall purpose to the original work. What counts as transformative content? Adding new context or meaning, using a clip from a movie in an educational video about a film history or a critique. Creating a new purpose using an image from a product, advertisement, in a review, or a documentary. Adding your own commentary, creating a reaction video by providing significant voiceover and analysis rather than just showing the original video. Simple edits like subtitles or music are generally not transformative. Transforming a work into a new genre, turning entertainment into a documentary, or a news report into a parody.
Well, thank you, Google, for clarifying and specifying what transformative content is on YouTube. Now, let's talk about it a second. What are my videos? What do I do in my videos that transform Faker's content? Reaction. That right there, just the reaction alone almost makes it fair use. But I won't use that. Reaction. You ready for this one? I actually learn people, educate, show people what to look for in fakery and staged videos and misidentifying stuff. Like the last video. That alone is complete transformation of Ghost Files video into a shape video. I debunk. Would you looky there? That just adds another layer to transforming. Wait a minute. I add animations. Well, that just added another layer of transformation. Crazy. You remember in the last video when I slowed it down and zoomed in and tweaked the contrast? That's transformation. I've got so many layers of transformation in one video, it's mind-blowing that it could be copyright claimed. Let's see exactly what I got copyright claimed for.
iShape, copyrighted content has been detected in your video. The Ghost Files debunked. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. And the copyright content used with Beethoven, Piano Sonata number 14 in C sharp minor. Moonlight Sonata, you say?
Moonlight Sonata? Why does that sound so familiar? Moonlight Sonata. Oh, you're talking about the music that I use in every single video for the last 3 years. That Moonlight Sonata song? The same song, mind you, that, well, let's look right here.
As I look through my editing music that I pay for every single month, I'm looking at the music that I download from my editing software, and looky there, Moonlight Sonata. So how can it be copyright claimed?
I know. Mind-blowing stuff right there, folks. I got a copyright claim from music that I pay for. Let that sink in a second. Go ahead. I got copyright claimed for music that I pay for every month that comes with my editor. That happened. And you know what's really scary about that? All the other videos that had that music, they could just go copyright claim it, even though I paid for it. That's amazing, ain't it? Now let's see what the other copyright claim was.
And I also got a copyright claim from Ghost Files 24 episode 2 YouTube. Content owners, season 71.
Ghost Files. Now you may be wondering, well, what exactly did they copyright claim? Get this. The whole video. The whole video. Go ahead and let that sink in a second. I'll just sit right here while your jaw drops to the floor. This will be a hot take here. Now, we all know Shane and Ryan. We know they're YouTubers. We know that they know how the fair use works on YouTube. And as I explained why my stuff is transformative, everybody's caught up to speed. I want to be clear. They didn't take the money, at least not to my knowledge, but they made sure that I didn't get anything from working hard on that video. Now, we all know about the whole them saying that their YouTube videos are too good for YouTube, and they tried to make their subs pay for their content that they were already getting for free. Remember that? They tried to make everybody pay. Oh, you can see the trailers for the upcoming videos on YouTube, but if you want to see them, you got to go to Watch Your Television or whatever it was. And you got to, they put their content behind a paywall. Then they got backlash. And then there's like, oh, we were wrong here. We were wrong. I bring that to you is because when people do that, it kind of shows you they're about that money. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make money. I want to be clear. But I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of Boys Critical, Penguin Z0. He is a channel that a couple of weeks ago, he posted a video on how much he made on YouTube. Now, Charlie made over $40 million on YouTube. And he put the receipts out. That's a brave thing to do, saying, yeah, I made bank. But Charlie did a video before that when he was talking about the controversy of Shane and Ryan, basically trying to milk their fans for all the money they can get out of them. He looked at their Patreon and stuff and said that they make more money than he does. They just can't manage it good. Now, Ryan and Shane, each one is a multi-millionaire. They're out here copyright claiming videos, which, hey, whatever. But they said their production's too good for YouTube, and it's more suited for television. But the next thing you know is they had to lay off a bunch of people because their out expenditures were closing the gap with the money that was coming in, which makes sense. It's sad, but it makes sense. It ain't affecting Ryan and Shane financially. Make no mistake about that. And it's disheartening to see these big creators just... It's also to stifle criticism. You can't use 2 seconds of my stuff. I'll copyright claim a 45-minute video documentary if you use 2 frames of my stuff. And a lot of you guys like Shane and Ryan. I did. I don't know more, and I unsubbed. Yeah, they're not going to miss that 1 view. I don't have to support them either. Now, you can say, oh, we're just mad. Yeah, I'm mad. Call it my need to eat. Let's go to the next comment.
Lisa White writes, first time watching you. You have me laughing so much. New subscriber. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Let's clap it up for Lisa. A new sub. It's been a while since I got one of those comments. Welcome, Lisa. I'm glad I got you when I was on a roll. Right before, well, what happened. But I'm glad you're here. You guys see her down there? Give her a welcome home to the place where you are appreciated. Next comment.
And Teresa writes, LOL, I love the hashtag therapy. I need to try animations. Oh, you'll love them.
You know what, Teresa? You're absolutely right. So this is for you. I feel better about this already. But that's for you, Teresa, and you're right. It does feel good. That felt exceptional for me. Let's see what Sally had to say.
Sally writes, Shape, I always love when someone primes the people on what they're about to see. 8-foot tall shadow figure and carrying a bag with 1 sock. We will not leave the house, and then leaves the house. Seriously, the bus, cars, people passing the house. Pull the curtain. It's a shadow figure. The only spirit I need is in a glass. I want to believe, but not at all costs. Listen to this voice. Nope. No, boys. Be honest. Ryan, be honest. Thanks, Shape. What a star.
Sally spitting facts. I mean, let's think about this objectively. That one video, how many debunks were in that thing? Solid debunks. I mean, I don't know that any other debunker ever has completely handed Ghost Falls the worst misidentification and debunking ever than this guy right here. It was like that. That video was meant to be, baby. And we got it. We got it. I'm pretty happy with it. With the exception of the copyright claim. Hey, we get a comment from Plague Doctor.
Plague Doctor writes, I paused it at the 16-minute mark, 100%. It's a train. I have a tendency to listen to the videos before I watch due to the ghost hunters putting the text on the screen and misleading people. I know it's a train because I can't hear trains anymore. Every house I've ever lived in, excluding the one I'm in now, has been within earshot of an active train track. Sort of like cuckoo clocks. After a while, you just don't hear them anymore. All I heard was Shape asking if that sounded like a train to you. I had to play it 3 times before I heard the cargo shift. It would have been the whistle, and I wouldn't have heard it.
Man, I really appreciate Plague Doctor. Now, Plague Doctor doesn't always agree with me. So this is a rarity. And yes, it absolutely was a train. Absolutely was a train. It was something on a track. If it wasn't a train, it was a roller coaster. If it wasn't a roller coaster, it was something going down a track. That's a fact, Jack. That rhymed. And yeah, I'm happy with just that one sound catch. Mind-blowing stuff there, folks. Mind-blowing stuff. Now, I know I've been a bit aggravated throughout the video and possibly playing it up a little bit. But now we're going to jump into something a little bit more meaningful to me. You know, the reason that I do this to begin with. Let's take a look at a comment that I got on Debunkers Anonymous. It means a lot to me, not just as the shape, but just John in general.
Debunkers Anonymous Linda Fairclaw writes, my hubby and I are going through some rough times battling the big C. There are times it gets overwhelming, but if I need to cheer up, I quickly go to the wonderful recommendations I find here. If I'm particularly lucky, I find a wonderful video from the one and only Sir Shape, but you all have introduced me to wonderfully creative content and great creators or paranormal videos that make my eyebrows hit the ceiling. Just wanted to take the time to thank you all, in particular John White, Polly Hunt, and Ghost Bader Mandy.
And what do you say to something like that? There's no words. I could say thank you for infinity and tell you that it means a lot, infinity, and it still won't cover what this post in Debunkers Anonymous means to me, Linda. And for you and your hubby, all of us that's part of the shape are here with you through your hard times. And I'm sorry you're going through it, but just know we love you and we got you back. It's all for one and one for all. I can't imagine. It's a motivator that somebody would say that my content even means anything close to what it means to her and her husband. That motivates me. Forget the copyright claims and strikes and all that nonsense. This is the real deal, the genuine article, and I don't take that for granted. That's what pushes me. So, but anyway, it's sweet and sour. It's something that means a lot to hear, but the fact you're going through something like that is heartbreaking. But we are with you, and you're in my thoughts. I'll see you in Debunkers Anonymous as well. And I appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, I know this has been a little bit of a Debbie Downer video as far as the copyright claim and stuff and all that nonsense. But one thing about it, I'll never quit YouTube. Well, I will one day when I'm no longer here, but I mean, I'm not going to... I know I say, 6 months, see where we're at in 6 months. That doesn't mean I'm going to quit YouTube. I might have to change a few things around, do YouTube part-time. But I'm not going to quit. I'll always upload. Just might have to be a little bit less because, well, you know what this video is about. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. And it's going to be a banger. Let's just hope it don't get copyright claimed. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.